Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
A lot of smiles behind the masks of local healthcare workers receiving the coronavirus vaccine today, a moment that means something a little different to each one of them.
And we're getting a closer look tonight at the challenges faced by a group of people who've been forced off stage during the pandemic. But we want to start things off here at 6 with some snowy weather.
Not a lot of accumulation in most places, but definitely a coating on a lot of lawns and on the driveways around town.
Ben's putting Storm Tracker 4 to work. What does it say, Ben?
Yeah, I think we've got a few more hours of this, Kim and Devin, before we're finally going to dry out before midnight tonight. Let's take a look and notice that these colors have gotten darker since about 4 o'clock, indicating the intensity is starting to pick up, especially in that area north of Detroit, around Macomb County up through Port Huron along that 94 corridor. We're going to be watching that pretty closely to see how much more accumulation we can expect there. They've already picked up an inch in parts of the south zone, and there's a little bit more starting to creep in. Now, this is the area that Storm Tracker 4 has centered on, where it's possible we could be seeing some snow-covered roads, at least on the untreated surfaces. So this is going to be outside of the main highways, but you can see that swath there pretty much from the Lake Huron shoreline down to Adrian. We'll be watching that to see if we see any snow-covered roads there tonight. Here's a look at the rest of the evening. We'll see the snow tapering down by 10 o'clock. Probably just a few flurries at that point, and then should be dry shortly after midnight tonight. Coming up, we'll take a longer look at your 7-day forecast. You can get it right now on the Local Forecasters app. Not only that, but it will take you into Christmas Day. We'll give you a sneak peek of that ahead as well, guys.
All right, moving now to the coronavirus as we take a look at today's headlines.
Michigan reporting 4,037 new cases and 83 more deaths over the past 24 hours. State now says pregnant women fall under the priority groups of the first people to get the vaccine. Also, the state expanded its guidelines to allow anyone 16 years of age and older to get vaccinated with the general public.
Nationally, an Alaska healthcare worker has reportedly recovered after becoming the first American to suffer a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine.
Now, more hospitals are giving their first shots of Pfizer's coronavirus vaccine. A total of 10 people received the vaccine this afternoon at Ascension Providence Hospital in Southfield. Health officials say they held off administering more shots to make sure everything went smoothly, but we're told the hospital received nearly 2,000 doses this morning. Frontline workers say they are excited to be a part of this.
It just feels like we are on the road to getting everything back to what we like to call normal, and just really thrilled and excited about it.
You don't know what to expect. This is all very new to all of us. But, you know, you take on the responsibility to care for individuals.
Tomorrow, the number of vaccinations for frontline workers will jump to between 300 and 400. In the meantime, the VA hospital in Ann Arbor administered their first round of shots. Victor Williams live with a look at why it was such a proud and even emotional day for workers there, Victor.
Yes, that's right, Devin. A lot of people have been excited about the vaccine now making its rounds all across Michigan. But this time, the folks on the receiving end are those who take care of the men and women that protect our nation's freedom.
Oh, wow, that was an excellent shot.
See? Years of practice.
See how good you are?
It's exciting. It's a big day. You know, this is the day we've been waiting for since March, right? Feels like it's hopefully a turning point in all this.
Finally, the workers in the VA Ann Arbor healthcare system will be able to undergo the treatment the world has been patiently waiting to get its hands on.
So we got from Pfizer, we got 1,000 doses from Pfizer. 3 weeks from now, 21 days is very crucial. They come back in, they get their second injection from Pfizer.
ICU nurse Jessica Scaff was one of the first in line to get the vaccination. Turns out she helped treat the very first COVID patient back.
Terrifying. You know, we had this coming in, they're telling us how bad it is, and it was kind of just a point of survival, like come in every day, do your job, get home, rest, and get back and do it again. As far as getting to this point, we're vaccinating and hopefully seeing a downtrend in all this. It's amazing. I had no idea when it would happen or how it would happen.
But now she can rest assured knowing that doctors and health experts are saying at this point the vaccine is safe and will be used to save millions.
Honestly, before it, I was a little nervous, I won't lie, but as I've talked to other co-workers and other people in the hospital, I've gotten more comfortable with it.
For now, it's these essential workers on the front lines of the healthcare industry. Soon, the general population.
This is a historical opportunity for us to be part of history, to make a difference, to meet the needs of our veterans, but also just to work with our community partners in serving the United States.
Absolutely, indeed. So, of course, we know that this is not the first and only step that they're going to have to go through. In 17 to 23 days, they'll have to go back, of course, for that second dosage. So, like we said before, the U.S. population, the general population, they're all patiently awaiting this virus also. Yeah. Victor Williams, Local 4.
First big steps. All right, Victor.
As the first vaccinations are being given to healthcare workers on the front lines, we're hearing from many people who are anxious to know when it will be their turn. Dr. Frank McGeorge has been receiving lots of questions through clickondetroit.com and a flood of them from one group in particular. Dr. McGeorge joins us live to answer the top 3 he's hearing from senior citizens. Dr. McGeorge?
Yeah, Kim, people over 65 have been hit hard, not only by the virus itself, but with the restrictions it's placed on their lives, limiting their ability to see their grandkids, travel, and do most of the things that, frankly, they enjoyed before the pandemic. Not surprisingly, many wanted to get this vaccine yesterday. So here's the primary question they want answered when it comes to the vaccine.
Topping the list, I'm over 65 and my turn to get the vaccine. Who will tell me when I can get it and where to go? A spokesperson for the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services said, quote, "We will be notifying Michiganders about the priority groups eligible for vaccination via a statewide advertising campaign, social media, as well as through stakeholder groups. We are also working with providers who will be reaching out to their patients to alert them that they can come in for their vaccination when we get to the different phases." End quote. You can also expect widespread media coverage when we move into the next phase. Now, some counties are already starting to plan drive-through vaccination events. Doctors' offices will also help inform their patients about where to go. The second most common question comes from snowbirds. I'm a senior citizen who generally spends the winter in Florida. If I get my first shot in Michigan, can I get my second shot in Florida, or vice versa? The state health department says everyone will receive an immunization card like this when they get their first dose, with the name of the vaccine they received and the date they need to return. It won't matter where you get the second dose as long as it's from the same vaccine. State residency is not an issue. Just make sure seniors are eligible for the vaccine in the state you'll be in when the second dose is due, and that it will be available.
Now finally, many seniors are asking, is it safe to get my shingles vaccine at the same time or close to when I receive the COVID-19 vaccine? Here's the deal. It is not recommended to get any other vaccines with the COVID shot. They were not tested along with any other vaccines. And remember, the COVID vaccine itself can trigger a day or two of side effects, so it's really best to delay your shingles vaccine a bit if it would conflict with your turn for the COVID vaccine.
Yeah, so many questions. Dr. McGeorge, thanks for getting to those. And anyone else who has a question can submit it on our homepage of clickondetroit.com. The effects of the coronavirus are being felt everywhere, especially in the creative industries and live theater.
Yeah. A 2020 Brookings Institution study looked at the impact between just April and July, found 1.4 million theater jobs were lost. That's roughly half. And the industry lost $42.5 billion in sales, about a quarter of it all gone in that short span of time. Jamie Edmonds caught up with those who work in local theater to find out how they're coping and what the plan is moving forward. Jamie?
Rough estimates are that there are more than 40 professional theater companies here in Metro Detroit. That doesn't even count the numerous community theaters. So many people have been affected since the lights went out on live performances.
I've had friends that haven't collected a paycheck since April. So it's everybody on stage and everybody backstage. It's the carpenters, it's the costume designers.
It's been one of the hardest hit industries during this pandemic. There's just no way to put on a show and pack the house safely.
You know, we had Fiddler on the Roof, was in the Fisher Theater at the time. We had to close that, and then we were like, immediately we saw the writing on the wall. We're gonna have to cancel our biggest show of the year.
For 9 months, theaters have been dark, seats have been empty, with no concrete date to return. So Detroit Public Theater got creative a few months back. They produced 2 shows with the New York Public Theater and broadcast them on public TV.
So we were able to get 2 shows up, Eric Gutman's From Broadway to Obscurity and No Child by Elijah Sun, and share those with our audiences through their televisions.
John Sloan III is thinking outside the box as well. He has plans for a virtual festival, the Obsidian Theater Festival. 6 plays and 2 musicals will stream online in March.
We're filming all the pieces actually here at Marygrove on the stage, and we're bringing in a COVID health consultant to make sure we're doing that safely for the cast and for the crew.
All right, so think of these creative ideas sort of like an interlude until the second act. And you know, I asked today, do you think people will return to the theater? And Courtney Burkett of Detroit Public Theater made this point. Live theater has been around a long time. It survived plagues and pandemics before. People will come back because it's a creative outlet that you can only get with live theater. We're live tonight. Jamie Edmonds, Local 4.
I do believe that, Jamie, but I think the big question is, when do they believe theaters will reopen?
That is a huge question. It all depends on vaccinations and the like, but they think maybe summertime the doors could open with live theater with audience members wearing masks to start.
That'd be wonderful if that's true. Okay, Jamie, thanks.
Miss it terribly. Detroit police are asking your help in finding the person who broke into a home in broad daylight and stole one of the year's hottest gifts. Police say this doorbell video shows a man breaking into a home to steal a PS5. Happened Monday at a home on Ewald Circle near Davison and Livernois. If you recognize the person, know anything about it, you're asked to contact Detroit police.
Ahead for us, children facing major health challenges get a break from those battles and the chance to open some presents.
Also, Paula Tutman checking in with the big guy himself.
COVID has affected so many of us, including Santa Claus. Santa Claus tells us what it's like this time, this Christmas, with this pandemic.